Welcome, WNBA fans. So this was the second game on Sunday, and we had the Atlanta Dream going up against the Washington Mystics. And I was previewing this game, and I thought it would be closer. You know, Washington has their moments, but they are not coming through when they need to lately. You know, they're the youngest team in the WNBA. And, you know, you're going up against a very experienced, very talented Atlanta Dream team. And Atlanta pulled it out. I mean, it wasn't even close. 89-56. So what is that? 33 points, if my addition is correct? No, 23. 23 points. Okay, so basically Washington only scored over 20 points in one quarter. They scored 13, 21, 10, and 12. That is not... Scoring 56 points, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. They just couldn't make a basket. It was, you know, and Atlanta was just humming along. I mean, Ryan Howard. I mean, everybody talks about all these other players, but Ryan Howard is a terrific player. She's been wearing a knee brace, so she's not even at 100%. And her and Alicia Gray, and then you put in Brianna Jones, and you put Brittney Griner down low. And, you know, Atlanta has a good combination of players. You know, and then they have a number of people. They have Hillman coming off the bench, and they have Coffey coming off the bench. They have Pow Pow, and they have Jordan Canada as their point guards. So Atlanta, you know, I don't know. I mean, New York and Minnesota are clearly the top teams, but, you know, wait till Atlanta plays these teams. I can't remember if they have yet or not, but they're pretty much at full strength. If they don't have any injuries, Atlanta's going to be a real tough out. They're going to be a really tough out, unless they shoot bad. But, so Atlanta had 32 bench points. Let's see. Turnovers weren't a big deal. Washington only had 13. They just couldn't make a basket. I haven't looked at their shooting percentage yet, but they just couldn't make a basket. And they have Brittney Sykes, and Brittney Sykes is a terrific scorer. Atlanta only had 6 turnovers. 6 turnovers, that's gonna bode well for you. So let's see what we have here. Oh God, I'm looking at shooting percentages. Citron 25%, Irafin 22%, Stephanie Dolson 33%. She only shot 3 times. She's not really one of their scorers. She's more of the pick person, and then she'll shoot up a 3 every so often. Brittney Sykes shot 20%. That explains a lot. Shug Sutton, 33%. Shakira Austin, 40%. She was better. She had a great block. If you saw the game, she blocked Brittney Griner. Now, Brittney Griner is 6'9". I mean, Austin is 6'5". So she's not that much shorter. But you don't see a whole lot of people blocking Brittney Griner. And when she made the block, it was like Brittney Griner looked at her like, "Where'd you come from?" kind of thing. And then she shoved her like under the basket and then smiled at her. And you could see him laughing, you know, as they went down to the other side of the court. Like, Brittney Griner must have been, giving her crap about that. But it was a nice moment. You know, Shakira Austin she's very talented, but she's so streaky. You know, she's... I think down the road, if she can stay healthy, but she's too streaky right now. So Jade Melbourne only went over 50%. Lucy Olsen shot two times. She was 50%. But Jade Melbourne was 3 for 5. So just not a whole lot of shots. Emma Langster, only 3 shots. Aaliyah Edwards was 14%. That was a bad game for her. Bad game. That's too bad. I like Minnesota. I mean, I like Washington. I like their players. They should be better than this. Let's see, what is their record right now? They are... I can't find it at the moment. But it's not as good as I thought it would be. You know, maybe they're just coming back down to earth. They're a young team. You know, they weren't really projected to do well. But they started off pretty good. But they can't have Citron shooting 25% and Iriafin. She was 2 for 9. And most of hers are within, less than 10 feet of the basket. So Citron was 0 for 3 from 3. She went to the line, so 6 for 7 from the foul line. But Brittney Sykes, 2 for 10. Boy, Washington can't withstand that. Okay, so on to Atlanta. Atlanta, the quiet team sitting over there on the southeast coast, and they are just pounding out wins. Ryan Howard, 14 points. She didn't actually shoot that well. It was 35% from the field. She was 4 for 10 from 3, but she's so effective. But Alicia Gray went off. She was my player of the week a couple weeks ago. 32 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 turnover. She shot 71% from the field. She was 6 for 9 for 3 points. And then she was 6 for 7 from the line. That's going to get you far. So let's see. Naz Hillman shot 57%. She was 4 for 7. Tina Pow. Boy, another rookie guard. You had Haley Van Lith with a good game in Chicago, and you have Pow, 6 for 8. She was 6 for 8 from the field and 66% from 3. Way to go, Pow. Good job. 16 points. Naz Hillman had 10. And then you just had a little bit here and there from other players. But overall, I mean, the game was over. Let me see what the... So they outscored them every single quarter. 16-13 in the first, 29-21. So they're already up, 8-3. They're already up 11 at halftime. But it was still, Washington could have come back from that. But then the third quarter, they only scored 10 points. And Atlanta scored 23. So that's another 13. So now you're up 20. And then they outscored them 21-12 in the last quarter. Turnovers weren't a big deal. You had 13, but 13 if you can stay under 10, that's phenomenal. So 13 isn't that bad. But Atlanta, again, just like the last game, Atlanta only had 6 turnovers. So, that's a good overall game. So, everybody that's got Atlanta on their schedule, you better figure something out because you got to stop Alicia Gray. I mean, it's like... I do the previews for the Valkyries games, and it's all about defense keeping the high scores under their averages. And when we go up against Atlanta, that's going to be a test. It is definitely going to be a test. So anyway, congratulations, Atlanta. Good job. Very good job. 89-56 over the Mystics. We'll see you next time.